We did have a deal that we would it would be homemade Christmas presents, and I've got from you a homemade Scotch egg.
Yes, you did.
When you've heard this, after you've heard this poem, you'll probably wish that you'd put something in there to give me the runs.
Yes, well, there is a bit of poison in there.
Yeah, I thought there might have been. Yeah. Okay. Well, the only way I can do, because I'm not very good at writing poetry, let alone reading it.
Yes.
But I did make the effort to write this poem for you.
Oh.
And the only way to do it really is to have a backing track,
yes.
isn't it? Okay, so it's got to be a Christmas backing track, hasn't it? Okay, let's have a go.
Oh, very romantic.
The poem is called
Go on.
Beware of What You Wish For. 'Twas Christmas night in the workhouse, and the midget was freezing cold. When Santa came to see her, stepping quietly and bold, "What would you like for Christmas?" the bearded man outcried. "A frickin' metre or 2'4", you bloody well decide." Duly written in his notebook, Santa upped and fled. The scantily clad little midget left lonely on her bed. She tried to reach out and up to him, asking for a kiss. Not a chance of that with Santa Claus. Nobody takes the peas and carrots. Were cooking with the goose on Christmas morn, as the midget woke and wondered where Santa Claus had gone. He'd other children to care for, and the midget was down on her luck. As Santa had no plans to help her, really he couldn't give her. Luck was on her side, though, as he called on the tallest man. At over 2.5 meters, his name was Lanky Dan. He asked the bearded wonder for the chance to lose some height, and the image of the midget came back to Santa with a fright. Calling Gav Fix It, he booked Dan in for the night.
Gav!
Yeah, with surgeons all on standby to lower his massive height. From buttocks down to kneecaps, they cut and joined the man. Until close to midnight, he was renamed Normal-Heighted Dan. Loaded on the sleigh and wrapped up in ice for health, Daniel's former body parts were marked for the workshop elf.
No.
And off they flew to Thailand, to the tree where the midget slept. Then down the dirty chimney, the bearded wonder crept. The package lay there neatly, wrapped in paper and string. He hoped that the diminutive little one wouldn't notice perhaps one thing.
Oh,
it's
no.
okay, thought Santa. She won't mind the jangly bits.
Oh, no.
After all, by the looks of things, they'll almost match her Charlie's, Freddy's and Mary's and more. The kids ran down to the tree. That's the kids' names, Charlie's, Freddy's and Mary's. Only to find that Trigger the dog had already taken a pee. Carers came and handed out the gifts to the screaming horrid brats. All dressed in their Sunday best, and even with cracker hats. Megan was the last to come to the tree to get her gift, hoping perhaps her wildest dreams that this year she'd get a lift. Ripping open the wrapping, disappointed, she instead found a goose. As the cook in the kitchen wondered why the Christmas roast had 3 bits hanging loose.
Oh, no.
The mistake was easily rectified, and a sewing lady was called. Sadly for the diminutive one, the lady was blind and bald. The butcher helped with cutting, his blade was firm and bright. And the midget's cries of excitement were heard throughout the night. No light flickered in the dining room as the midget was strapped to the table, because the sewing lady's eyesight meant that without light she was able to stitch and join up the bits, leaving other bits on the floor, until finally the job was done, and the midget was 6'4".
Oh, no.
Walking, she paced the workhouse, looking in every mirror. She noticed quickly how tall she was, but suddenly it hit her. Bits she'd never seen before hung beneath her skirt, similar to the one she'd seen on a boy she knew called Bert. Santa came that night to find the little girl sick and pointed at the new addition. He saw that it was something that she really shouldn't have, or at least sewn to her body.
Oh, no.
Gasping, he sat in a chair and drank a festive hot toddy. Butcher and sewer were called again and worked to no avail. Nothing could keep her 6'4" unless she kept her tail, so off with the new bits and joining the old. The leftovers put in a stew. The other kids ate well and the cook got no flack for the work that she'd had to do. There you go. But the midget was back, once again, sadly, to just 4'2".
Oh.
That's it.
That was brilliant. You wrote that all yourself?
Yeah, in about 10 minutes. That's why it's so bad.